Ladies and gentlemen, I am sitting recording this video in November of 2025, and the chess world never fails to amaze me. Not always in a positive way, but in this particular case, in a pleasantly surprising way. Because for this month, Chess.com is doing a collaboration with OSRS, Old School RuneScape. I remember when I was a lot younger, we had a big rivalry of who played RuneScape and who played MapleStory. I never got into RuneScape all that much, but I know it's a really, really big deal. I know a lot of people like to play OSRS even now as adults, and there are bots now on Chess.com. So if you'd like to play them, I'll put a link in the description. This should be fun. And we will end with the Wise Old Man, who I hear from the OSRS world is a really big deal. Now, I am recording this in the middle of the World Cup, so people who are diehard chess fans are going to be watching this wondering what's going on with the World Cup. Today, there were like 90% draws. Nobody got eliminated, so we will cover the event tomorrow. First things first, we have Bent Nose and Wardface, which are nicknames that you can call your younger siblings. Then we have Vannaka. Then we have the cat, Sliska, and the Wise Old Man, of course. Wise Old Man apparently is a very iconic figure in the world of OSRS. So we're going to start with d4, d5. We're going to play symmetrically. Now, there actually is also bot dialogue, which I will pull up on the screen. I don't know if you can hear. Oh, there we go. Benji came to spectate. I have a cheese biscuit here, so he's sitting and he wants the cheese biscuit. Queen's Gambit accepted. I will accept it. Sorry, Queen's Gambit offered. I will accept it. I'll also close my door. Okay. And maybe, since Benji is here, we will give the rare doggy cameo. So we will go full screen for a second. We will ask the dog to rise. It's been a minute. Up. Come on. Yeah, there we go. 25 kilograms, 60 pounds. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous boy. Anyway, you're not the subject of the video, so I'm going to play the bots, okay? Yeah, that's coffee. You can't have that. You can't. All right. I love you. Stay right here. All right, fantastic. Now let's play. Look at this. You didn't know what you were going to expect when you clicked on the video today, and now your day is hopefully better. Knight to f3. I'm just going to develop. When you accept the Queen's Gambit, this pawn will be captured at some point by your opponent. I like to play it with pawn to a6 because then I can support the pawn. And as always, the 300 Elo bot does something absolutely ridiculous. So we will just take the pawn and then just develop the rest of our pieces. We're going to develop both of our knights. We're going to develop our bishops. We will defend this pawn to make sure that it is always protected. Now I see a pin. I will go for a second pin. We have 2 pins on the new bots. We can take this knight because when the queen takes us, it no longer defends the center. Now let's see if the 300 bot sees this move. It most certainly does not. And now because of this pin, we can actually take. And we are threatening checkmate for the record, which the bot annoyingly prevented. So now we will castle. There is still a pin here. I'm actually quite... Okay, well, that's... I was just about to say that this bot is playing very well, and it actually wasn't playing so badly. Okay, now it's proceeding to lose a bishop, a queen, and a rook in the span of just a few moves, which means it plays just about your level. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to insult you. It probably plays better. I'm just kidding again. I promise. Okay, we're going to win this game by getting in our knight and by getting in our rooks and checkmating this king. I'm going to double up the rooks. I'm going to bring in the queen. And hopefully we just very easily convert the position. Let's go here. And now we are threatening queen h4 checkmate, which it did not spot. Okay, that was really, really impressive. Of course, I know. Really, the goal here is going to be to play against, the big boss, all right? The Wise Old Man. Me beating up a Wise Old Man was really not on my bucket list today. Let me play a London against the 650 bot. See which one you can beat. Let me know. Play a London. Okay, so as always, you have a bot that uses the early queen attack. I'm just playing the London Pyramid, so I am completely unafraid. Maybe it'll even hang its queen. It did not, so we're going to just keep developing. I'm happy to make this trade. Okay, I now have developed like all my pieces, and the opponent has developed nothing. which is always nice. I will open the center with pawn to e4. I feel like I have better development, so it's worth a trade. a5 is a weird move. Rook e1, preparing for the opening of the e-file. Knight back to b8. I don't really know what's going on. Pawn takes. Now we jump a knight into the middle, and we try to bring in our queen next. Our queen, of course, is the most powerful piece. Maybe it will blunder something, some sort of checkmate. Maybe not. Okay, it quite literally just immediately blunders this. Unfortunately, I am not winning on the spot. Let's see if it falls for my trap where I can win the... Yes! Nice. Now it's a check. I will win the queen. Then I will, I don't know, give another check. And hopefully the game goes king f8. Okay, or that. It can take my knight. But I'm going to sack the rook for the bishop. Now, I will win this rook. And I am totally winning. We are just... Okay, take the rook. I have a queen for a knight and a rook. I don't really know what this does, so I'm just going to keep eating. I'm eating all the pawns. It's going to... Wow, I can't believe it actually has the board vision to play this move. What a move. This allows the block, but this is clean. This is just a clean fork. And now, do I have mate? Queen f8, king g5, f4 check. The only legal moves are here and here. G3, it really looks like I have mate. I'm going to go for it. I'm going for it. Pawn to f4 check. It looks like the king is going to have to come forward. Pawn to G... I guess it would sacrifice its bishop. I kind of forgot that it could do that, to be honest. But, okay, I can give this check. It will block with the pawn. I wanted to win really fast, but... Okay. I mean, I could get mated somehow. Oh, if I took it, was going to take my queen. That's not very nice. Okay, but I'm going to do this, and now it's going to lose its rook. Like this. And, wow, it's not even taking back my bishop. So I will just checkmate the bot in a couple of moves with my queen or with my... I'm not even going to take your bishop. How about that? How about that? This is checkmate, I believe. Check. Mate. Yeah. Look, these beginner bots, these low-rated ones, as long as you're playing good chess and not blundering anything, they're going to do really ridiculous things. This is the 13th move of the game, and it looks like black literally just gave me 10 moves in a row to start the game. The reason I'm not doing a crazy amount of analysis is, well, in the beginning can be a little easy. Now, this is where, 1350 is generally the cutoff for the games to get a little bit, better. I'll play a Dutch defense against d4. Okay, so Bob the Cat is aggressive. Bob the Cat, Bobcat, Bob the Cat. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious play on words. This is called the Staunton Gambit. White gives up a pawn, targets your knight. You got to be a little careful here. I'm going to go pawn to c6. Don't take with the g-pawn. I think it will mate you. I think against the 1350 bot, you need to survive some... like some 10 moves in the opening, and then after that, you're going to be just fine. So I think it's going to check me and try to castle, so let me just develop my bishop. I think it's going to give me some sort of check, maybe. Okay, and there you go. There's the first incredibly weird decision. First of all, I think that move just gives up a pawn by fork, but I'm going to castle my king because I don't want to blunder anything against one of these bots. And that move just loses the queen. What on earth? Okay, well, that's cool. I'm actually going to take the knight first. I'm going to take the knight first, and then I'm going to even throw in this ridiculous-looking move, attacking the queen with the bishop, so I can trade more pieces, because the queen is just completely stuck. So now I win the queen, and wow. Okay, so it made about 7-8 normal moves. Now I guess it's going to go back to playing somewhat normally, because I think that's what these bots do. It's going to stop, like, blundering all of its pieces. My knight is hanging, but this is absolutely devastating. I mean, I don't know, but I feel like I should have a checkmate. It's going to take my knight, and I'm going to come here, and this just looks like I have to be winning. Check, check. This was actually quite instructive, the way I won this game. I won this game in like 2 minutes, which is, I mean, normally I try to explain things a little bit more, a little bit faster, but it played an opening against me, which is where you rely on the attack on the king, and then like here the position was, I mean, around equal, but like what on earth is rook b1? I mean, like you got to develop knight f3. I think maybe it's playing into the memes. you know, rook b1, make a move that makes no sense. You don't develop any pieces, etc. Yeah, rook b1 is horrible. I don't know. I canceled, and then like when you have a queen and a king in the center of the board like this, you always have to be looking for the rook attack. All right. Now I really hope things get a little better. We are about 10 minutes into this video. Sometimes the 1800s give me some problems. You never know. Let's play king's pawn. Let's see what the opponent's going to play. Okay, the modern d4. 2 pawns in the center. Now, you can play the modern very aggressively with knight c3 and so on. I'm going to play this like Hikaru. He always likes this variation with bishop c4 followed by queen e2. This is weird though cuz you're blocking in this piece. So now I mean I can just castle. I don't have to go queen e2. But the idea generally here is you end up putting the rook on d1 and that's how you play it. I guess I'll go here because I want to counteract the bishop. Okay, it looks like Sliska just plays very passively. So it looks like this bot is kind of hanging back, letting me lead. I will lead. I will try to develop aggressively. And then I'm not gonna, you know, trade off the pieces. Okay, so I'm getting it to come forward. You know, I can maybe sack and can I do that? Can I do that? Like here, knight takes, it moves the knight, queen h5. Am I winning there or am I losing? I'm gonna be very honest. I do not want to make a fool out of myself. So I'm just gonna go here, but I guess I'm sort of helping black. Maybe we go here to try to go this way. These spots are like really not that bad, I have to say. Okay, I'm gonna take, and my bishop needs to go here urgently so it doesn't get trapped. Now I'm trading a very important bishop for my opponent. Rook e1, knight takes. Let's just take and get rid of this, and then let's go here. This is not particularly great play by black, but it's also not horrible. I mean, black's king is very, very open. I'm going to get my knight into the game, my rook, and maybe I play something like pawn to f4. Now, we see these weird moves again being made by the more intermediate bot, you know, like a6 and rook b8, but because black has opened the king so much, it does feel like I should have something. I just don't exactly know what that something is yet. Let's go f4, because I feel like I need to get my rook in the game. It's going to go, wow, queen e8 is a crazy move. What does that even do? I'm just going to take. I'm taking because my rook is open now. And the only way I can lose this is some sort of counterattack, but look at my position. I mean, it feels like I've just brought all the pieces to the party. It's still trying to do something to me, but I'm not convinced. I am not convinced, but I do have to be accurate. So I can just take the bishop and completely extinguish the fire. I can play queen e3 attacking this. Then it might go here. Then I have to make sure I actually have an attack there. I can attack with my knight. It'll go g4. Maybe I jump into g5. I mean, I should have something. I can also just play a waiting move and not do much at all. I kind of don't mind just waiting and not ever getting checkmated. Okay, I mean, this is not the sign of something that knows what it's doing. So let's attack the pawn. I feel like one of these pawns are going to come forward. I wouldn't even be surprised if I can sack the rook. And I know it's what I'm famous for, but somehow it doesn't feel correct to do it in this position. So instead, I will stay a little more patient. This pawn is now under attack. I mean, it really just feels like I should be winning. I just don't see it off the bat. H4 maybe? And try to get in. That looks really juicy, actually. That looks really good. Targeting this pawn. Okay, it's taking, but I'm taking with the rook now, and this should be really problematic. The bot is telling me to not be greedy, but I think I can just take this. I can take and maybe take on g5. I also can play rook g5 first, which looks really good. Rook takes. Now I'm up a pawn. And it feels like I'm about to win a second pawn. So and I mean, I don't know what is happening over here. So first of all, I have this. I see a bishop and a queen. That should win easily because when the knight goes back, I will just take. Yeah, now I'm up 2 pawns. My attack broke through. Black's rook never got in the game, and I'm just up 950 different things. I can take and give a check. Take, give a check. I'm winning this. If the king goes here, I have this. If that, I win a queen. And I push, and we win. All right, 1800 bot. I mean, you had to be sharp, but provided that you stay focused, you play well. I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm trying to promote this pawn. Push. Don't get mated. Don't do anything dumb. Should just be over here. Just how bishop f5 with mate. If the knight moves. Yes, so now I take the knight, take the pawns. The bot. Oh, wow, that is not good. Okay. Yeah, it's trying to do something, but it's not going to work. Check here. And then promote a second pawn. And make a queen. It's game over. It's game over. Ladder mate. Set up a ladder mate. Start giving checks. Wherever the king goes, you do the ladder. If it goes here, it goes there. We ladder like this. This pawn gets very close, but it's not going to get there in the end. And we will win. All right, 4 for 4 so far. Now we got to play the wise old man. Yeah, this is the big test. The wise old man. So I'm gonna give the wise old man white. You finally come to face me. I won't be going easy on you. Understand that. No worries. I'm gonna play passively. I'm gonna play my anti-bot setup. With b6. Now I know a little bit about this bot. I know about how it's designed. And what I've heard is it has a very old opening book. That's what I heard. So it's got an old opening book from, openings played 30 years ago. So maybe what I should do is I should play really hyper aggressively. But for now, I'm going to bring out my queen and come here. And then I'm going to trade the bishop for the knight so it's not attacking my queen like this. And then the way you're supposed to play this position is to trade these pieces like so. Can't I just take with the... What? Do I not have bishop f3 here? What am I missing? What? I beg your pardon? So if I go here threatening mate, there is a check and then a mate. So that's not good. I could go knight bd7, but I actually feel like the best move is to castle. Because it's going to have to take my bishop anyway. Yeah, what? This is acceptable play? Really? Really? Knight to d5, it's going to trap my rook. Okay, I mean, it can't be wrong to take this pawn, right? Like, I cover the diagonal. Fascinating. It just wants to play an endgame against me. Wow. I can go queen h5. That looks correct. But if I play queen h5, it might try to checkmate me anyway, which is rather unfortunate. But, whatever. It's a bot game. Let's have fun. Let's eat a little bit of the biscuit. Benji's going to hear me eating it, and he's going to want some. Oh my gosh, he just woke up from his nap, so now I have to pay the Benji tax. Adorable. Okay. h6 attacks this. Is my queen getting trapped? Right, the bishop goes back. So I'm obviously under a lot of pressure here. It's trying to checkmate me. Maybe I will play king h8. I like this move because I get out of the way of any nonsense on this diagonal. c4? Okay, it's trying to reposition a little bit. Let's just put pressure on the pawn. It's going to go bishop c3, I think. f3 is weird. This is weird. That's weird. Don't like that move at all. Don't like that move at all. Let's go here. I'm going to bring our rooks to put some pressure on these pawns. Yeah, all these moves are weird. All these moves. I don't like any of these moves. None of them. But if I move my knight, there is rook to e5. So I do have to be a little careful. Actually, my queen is trapped. Now that I'm sitting here talking a little bit of trash, like my queen is in a very unfortunate position, actually. Which I only have just come to realize. If I move my knight, there's rook here. So maybe I need to play for some sort of pawn to b5 and try to get my queen away. Well, now I'm getting nervous. Getting my queen trap was not on my bucket list. So we're playing b5. If the bishop takes us... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Trying to win my pawn. If rook b8, is there a6? Okay, bishop f4. No, this is terrible. No, this is terrible. I have to lose my queen. Ay, ay, ay. Oh my gosh. No, it was not supposed to be like this. I was not supposed to lose like that. Rook a5? What's happening if I go rook a5? Maybe nothing? Maybe something. Knight f6? What did I miss? Did it just give me a pawn? All right. I mean, I'll take a pawn. I guess it's just trying to beat me with this, and that's it. It's just going to try to end the game by promoting, which yeah, that would probably win the game. Okay, so rook b8. I mean, I guess I have to go somewhere. Let's go here. Maybe there's bishop c6. Okay, yes, we've anticipated this move. Knight b6. I mean, I'm definitely losing. This doesn't feel good at all. c7, and I mean, I just lose. I just lose. Yeah. Okay, hold on a second. I am not. Was I always losing? Because I really don't think so. I don't think I was always losing. I think my position was actually kind of good. You recaptured. Queen f3. Keeping it simple. Your opponent is offering a trade. Is this a chess game or a bazaar? My coach. That's my coach, by the way. If you guys don't know, there's a new coach feature on chess.com, and I'm one of the coaches, and I can tell you to sacrifice your rook. Although that didn't happen in this game. Yeah, so I was even. Okay, let's get a game with white. I mean, I can't get completely embarrassed. Let's try. Let's try a game with white. Okay. What do we play? d4. I will play a Jobava London in honor of the great Danya. Okay, bishop to d3, trading off the light-squared bishop. My opponent is being stubborn, trying to trade off their own bishop. So we both have castle. We have very even position. This is a weird move because normally the c-pawn goes forward, although I don't think it's anything particularly special. I'm developing because we might be trading. Wow, knight e7 is incredibly solid. Maybe we have like a move like knight b5. I'm going to go a3, just a waiting move, pass it back. Maybe black is going to go here. Okay, black is also trying to pass it back. Nobody's trying to do anything in this game, which I find funny. Knight to e5. This is always a natural move in these positions. My opponent mirrors my idea. If I take... maybe that's not so good. I also don't really want to play f3. I could take with the bishop. This actually doesn't look completely unreasonable. And even g4 now, targeting this pawn doesn't look so bad. But let's go bishop g3. I do like these pawns for me. I don't think they're particularly good for black. Now, I don't want to improve the structure. I would like to play pawn to c4. So maybe we drop back to e2 and prepare pawn to c4 to kick the knight out. Okay, my opponent... when the bot reacts like that, I think you have made some sort of progress. Maybe f6 is being considered here. c4 takes. It wins my pawn. Yeah, it's definitely trying to go f6, and my knight suddenly doesn't have a move. So I think we have to go here, f6, knight c4. Okay, now I'm officially extremely confused. I don't understand the idea at all anymore. I guess it's just trying to prevent me from going. I don't know. Really, I don't know. a4 to try to go a5. I think it's going to play a5. Goes knight d5. Oh my gosh. What on earth? c3. I still have an escape. h5. Oh my goodness. What is this? Can I just go here? I don't want my bishop trapped. h5 is crazy. h5, g5. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No way. I refuse to believe that that you can play chess like this. What on earth is this? It does have a very annoying stand in the center of the board. I'm not loving where my opponent is. Let's go back and maybe try to counterattack knight g3. Okay, we've been waiting for this. We've been waiting for this. I'm looking at knight g3 always. Now, where do I put my knight? I can go back to d2, where it pressures the center. I kind of like that. So he's trying to go f5, I guess. But if the computer goes f5, I can rocket my bishop to the e5 square, I feel like. Yeah, I like getting out of the way. What does that do? At all times, I'm looking at if the computer can, make a run into my position. The problem is I can't play c4 anymore. This knight now, I can't go c4 because it's going to go knight b4. Maybe g4? Is this insane? I mean, it looks completely ludicrous to play a move like that, of course. I mean, I have to do something. Oh, what am I? It's trying to take my knight and take this pawn. Whoa. Okay, let's inch forward and protect against that threat. And then let's get this pawn to b5 so we at least get some movement here. Something like this. Okay, I mean, I feel like we're doing something. Not doing zero, but I am nervous. At some point, the bot will play, a very, very good move. So I'm trying to crack the position a little bit, trying to get, it's threatening some stuff over here, maybe like a queen d2 type of business to get out of the pin. Oh boy. Oh, this doesn't feel very pleasant at all. Feels like my shoes are about to get tied together. If I take, rook a3, take, knight. Oh, knight c1 looks horrendous. Is there this? Is it just b5? I mean, this looks miserable. What is happening to me? What is the old man doing? Like, is this? Oh, I don't have a move. The bot has tied me in a pretzel. F4! It's just ignoring me. It's ignoring me. There's nothing I can do. It's just going to go f3. It trapped my knight. What? That's even better? Why is it doing that? It's just going to take and go for my king? What? It just retreated. Why did it retreat? Is it going to f7? Oh my gosh, it's going to f7. Okay, this is check. Maybe I can protect myself. It's just going to take and go here. It's going to take and go here. And can I defend myself at all? Or is there like knight and bishop f3? I don't have a move. Look at this position. It allows me to open the rook with a check, but it's just going to slide the king, and bishop f3 is mate. Bishop f3 is mate. I can take and I can delay this for like a move, but it's just mate. I mean, it's mate in a moment. Okay, I have to sack my rook. Oh! Oh my gosh. Okay, wise old man is just too much for me, y'all. I mean, I'm going to try to win a couple more times, but this bot is crazy. Absolutely crazy. And tells me I should go adventure in OSRS. I mean, I really thought I had a decent position from the opening, but no, I never did. The position was just equal, and then it just totally outplayed me. It put the knight in the middle so that I couldn't push my pawns, and then just launched a kingside attack, like out of nowhere. What was this pawn play? I've never seen this before. Oh my gosh, I just had nothing. Look at this position. I don't have a move. It completely dominates me on every side. Wild. Anyway, give it a try. I'll drop a link for you to play Wise Old Man. OSRS and chess collab, crazy. Collab you wouldn't have ever expected. That's all I have for you today. World Cup coverage will resume, and if you're watching this in the future, yeah, crazy. That's all. Get out of here.